Hi, it's the Powers of Love. I'm Heather Grace.
And I'm Jason Michael. In this short video, we're going to show you how you can save your marriage and your family from the brink of divorce. Even if you've read book after book, you've tried 12-step programs, or you spent thousands of dollars on therapists and couples retreats.
We'll show you what 99% of couples who've tried traditional therapy are doing wrong, which causes them to repeat the same painful patterns of arguments, shutting down, and disconnection with no hope of things changing.
We'll show you exactly what to do instead with our transformational 3-step relationship reset process that anyone can use, even if you're in traditional therapy or 12-step programs and you feel like it's just not enough.
Since you're here on this page, it means that you're likely frustrated with conflict that is never repaired.
You wonder if the relationship may be past the point of no return, even though you love each other. And you dread going to bed angry, lonely, and disconnected one more night.
Maybe you're overwhelmed by what may happen with the kids, your finances, and the house and the life that you've built together. You're feeling lost, confused, depressed, lonely, and misunderstood.
Maybe you've tried traditional marriage counseling. You've tried 12-step programs to deal with addictions. Perhaps you've even tried a couples retreat to try to bring the connection and the spark back.
You're left feeling hopeless and like you've exhausted all of your options. You just want to feel safe and understood, and that there's hope for your marriage and your family.
You want better ways to move through conflict. You want to feel it's safe to trust again.
You want your sex life to improve. Ultimately, you're desperate for a deeper connection in your marriage.
Imagine if only you could use conflict to create deeper connection.
And imagine if you both felt understood, seen, and valued.
And imagine if you could get to the root of the problem and change it forever.
Without years of traditional therapy and without one more book to read before you see results, so that you can save your marriage and have better communication and feel like you both have a relationship that you are proud of.
If you're a couple who resonates with any of this, we know exactly how you feel. We both have been through divorce and have also experienced painful arguments, addiction, and disconnection.
We used to feel like something was wrong with us and ashamed because we just couldn't figure it out. We tried years of traditional counseling, 12-step programs, and read tons of books, but nothing was working.
We felt defeated. We told ourselves, maybe we really don't belong together. Maybe I'd be happier with someone else.
We were convinced that maybe marriage wasn't for us.
In fact, we remember when we began our relationship, we both had a deep desire to do this differently, having experienced the pain of divorce.
It wasn't long before we found ourselves in patterns of communication challenges, addiction, and wondering if this relationship was going to end like the others, despite our love for each other.
It was at that moment when we realized we had to try something different.
We tried counseling and read many relationship books.
We tried different spiritual practices and programs. We even tried fixing one another, thinking the other person was the problem.
It was time to try something different. And that's when we discovered a simple 3-step roadmap to build a successful relationship together, which we're about to share with you.
So fast forward 6 months after we started using that 3-step roadmap, we began to remember why we came together, pinpoint where we lost trust and connection, and how to rebuild it.
We learned how to communicate in a way that felt mutually respectful, even through conflict, and how to use our differences to create deeper emotional and physical intimacy.
And perhaps most fulfilling of all, we began to experience the marriage we had dreamed was possible. And our success can ultimately be boiled down to a 3-step relationship reset roadmap that we call Relationship Rebirth, which works like this.
Step 1. Remember and rebuild trust. Rediscover how and why you fell in love and how it can help you understand where things went off track. How to rebuild trust, which means you can create a new foundation together moving forward.
Reminds us of our clients Karen and Nate. They were ready to call it quits. They'd broken trust, resentments, and arguments had shattered the love they once felt so deeply. They tried many avenues of help to no avail. They began putting into practice the steps to rebuild trust and start working together as a team for the best possible outcome. Today, they're enjoying better communication, connection, intimacy, and really creating a life they both love and enjoy sharing.
Step 2, self-awareness and communication. Learn how your unconscious relationship patterns can become your greatest opportunities to help you both grow and thrive so you can master the art of healthy conflict resolution and thrive together.
That reminds us of Tawny and Blakely. They were in a brand new relationship and they truly loved one another, but they were stuck in the endless loops of arguments. One was always wanting to fix the problem and the other was shutting down, feeling depleted by the constant conflict and criticism. They took our relationship Rebirth course and became aware of their attachment styles and how it was keeping them from understanding each other. As their awareness grew, their ability to communicate through the tough conversations completely changed everything.
And step 3, balance and sexual healing. Understand how to support balance in the relationship and uncover patterns in lovemaking that are keeping you in conflict, which means that you will discover new ways to make love with each other and create a deeper connection.
It reminds us of Aaron and Roger. They had hit a place in their marriage where they weren't sure if there was hope left for them. They were both shut down and grieving the love they felt was dying. They were desperate for help. Aaron reached out to us as a last resort, and shortly after, they began our program with a little bit of willingness and a commitment to dive in. Together, they learned how to navigate through the uncomfortable conversations with courage and honesty, which began to create a deeper connection and trust than they've ever experienced before.
Now, if you like what we've explained here, you're probably wondering, but how do I actually implement those 3 steps? And will they work for my marriage or relationship?
Well, you're actually seeing this page at a very opportune moment. We have some availability on our calendar for the next couple of days, and we want to give you a chance to book a call directly with us.
On this call, we'll share with you how this process works, how we do it, but more importantly, we'll talk about your specific relationship challenges.
And we'll help you to determine if this 3-step process is a good fit to help you save your marriage and rebirth your relationship. We'll talk through what the implementation steps would look like for your relationship.
If it does look like a fit, we may let you know about our coaching program and how it works and what's involved. And if it doesn't look like this is a fit with what you're doing, we'll let you know that too.
Regardless, you'll get a ton of value and clarity on this call for how to move forward in your relationship challenges. So we look forward to speaking with you and getting to know you and about your relationship or marriage. And we'll see if becoming a client is the right next step for you.
So here's what you need to do right now. There should be a button on the page below this video. Go ahead, click on that. We don't have much space on our calendar, and this video is only going to be available while there are spaces available.
So there's a good chance our calendar will be booked up before the end of the day today. So don't put this off. You've been struggling to heal your marriage and rekindle your love for a while now.
You've got to do something different because what you've been doing clearly isn't working. You can't just go back to finding another book that will take months to implement.
And you can't go back to traditional therapy with no lasting results. And you certainly can't go back to scrolling through Instagram or Facebook for help.
Your transformation starts with this simple phone call, and we'll show you exactly what to do.
And we'll even give you an opportunity, perhaps, for us to help you implement this, so you can finally get your marriage or your relationship where you want it to be.
So click the button on this page right now. Don't miss this opportunity.
Click the button, book your call, and on the next page, there'll be a short form you need to fill out, so we can get to know your relationship and your challenges a bit before our call,
which will allow us to get the most out of our time together. So we hope this has been insightful.
We hope you're excited about finally going in the right direction, because that's exactly what's going to happen on the other end of this call.
Click the button now. Book your call.
Fill out the short form on the next page, and we can't wait to speak with you very, very soon.